Women wrestlers aren't getting paid? Why do you do a job?
Here's your win.
You do any job,
And fail
is to fucking get paid!
of the week.
Joe, your win of the week.
My one of the week. You know, it's gonna have to be the pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell was probably one of the better pay-per-views I've seen this year, and the fact that I had to watch without sound, which I didn't have to, but I did, I actually got to absorb more of it without as much distraction. You know, without anybody coloring the pay-per-view for me. I just took it in as it was. And that was a damn good pay-per-view. I enjoyed that, so that's my win of the week.
Nick, your win?
Mine also comes from Hell in a Cell. After a little more thought, I think I have to lean towards the 2 out of 3 Falls match as match of the night. And it's like Joe said earlier, they did a lot more with less. I mean, Cesaro is the only guy I can think of in wrestling right now that can end a fall with a sleeper hold and not rob that match of any momentum. He did that in the match with Sami Zayn, also 2 out of 3 falls, not this one with Ziggler, just to clarify. But he did a lot of the same stuff, a lot of mat-based wrestling, but nobody seemed to be tuning out because of that. He kept it, both those guys actually, kept it interesting, kept everybody involved, kept everybody's eyes on the screen. And for that, I have to give it to those two guys. Major props.
My win of the week is going to go to the return of Bray Wyatt. I thought, again, I know I'm in the minority here, but I really thought how he returned was pretty cool. I think we saw glimpses of Sister Abigail, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So overall, I think my one of the week is going to go to Bray Wyatt's return. From the live chat, we've got Orton finally finding some real intensity. Ryback's return. The big Hell in a Cell double table shot spot between Ambrose and Rollins. And another win for Bray Wyatt being back on TV and in a good storyline. But what about fails? What's your fail of the week, Joe?
This one's a personal one. It does not come from the world of wrestling. It comes from my kitchen. If you are ever making chili and slice up a bunch of jalapenos and then have an itch on your nose, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before touching your nose. Because my nose still occasionally burns, and this was 4 days ago. Jalapeno up the nose is not a good idea.
No. Not at
But
all.
you don't have to worry about wiping your eyes because your eyes are already wet, so that totally makes it okay.
Well, it's like, it just kept feeling there's something there, and there wasn't. Just burning.
Nick, your fail?
My fail is the Susan G. Komen ad during Hell in a Cell. I get that you have ads and commercials on the show. That's not what I have an issue with. And I get that this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that is a great cause. Personally, I don't see why it just isn't Cancer Awareness Month, because cancer sucks all around. But it does kind of clash with the event. I had a little talk with Scott Viper on Twitter about this, and this is WWE's most dangerous pay-per-view, where wrestlers' mortality is definitely very much in the balance, especially when you talk about getting up on top of the cage. And then you're going to have an uplifting message about breast cancer awareness. Kind of a little bit of a contradiction.
Be a star, Nick. Come on.
I'm not bullying anybody, but supplementary fail is Hogan's promo about Susan G. Komen, or Coleman. Apparently, Coleman Mania is running wild, and you can take advantage of that at your local Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Supplemental fail here for me is the Susan Coleman Foundation. You know when they do the Walk for Breast Cancer? This is a thing that's really pissed me off because my mother had breast cancer, my wife's mother had breast cancer, my wife's mother had a lot of cancer actually, so it's something that is, that we've had major concerns and worries over. If you say you're going to do the 3-mile walk or whatever the hell it is, 3-day walk, you have to raise a certain amount of money. It's like $1,500. If you don't raise that amount of money, you need to make up the difference. So if you only make $150, you have to pay that difference, and it's like $1,500 or $2,500 that they want you to make. So you have to make up the difference if you're going to walk. That's I understand they've got to recoup the cost for paying water, for the water they give people, and to have people be there. I understand there's a certain cost to running any event. Even if it's a fundraiser kind of thing, there's a cost. But for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's well established that that particular foundation is not a charity and it's run by crooks.
Yeah, in the live chat, Blue points out WWE is the only place that he has seen people talk positively about the Komen Foundation. Everything else that he's seen has been it's just been a lot of criticism. But I'm in the same boat. I've got family that has breast cancer or had gone through it, so obviously everyone's aware of breast cancer. It gets shoved down our face, our throats, and everything else, all other cancers are forgotten for some reason. I don't know why this one is so popular.
Because titties are cool.
And at the end of the day, they're getting so much money. Haven't done a whole lot with it. But anyways, fails from the live chat. We've got too much Cena. He was in too many promos and commercials and matches. Agreed. We've also got the Hogan segment on Raw. And then my fail of the week, WWE giving up on Bo Dallas too soon. I still think that is a shame, and I think it's way too soon. You got to give, if you're gonna give any wrestler an opportunity, give him a solid opportunity, consistent TV time. If you can't put him in the ring, give him some segments. And I think they really failed on allowing Bo Dallas the opportunity. So that's my fail.
MTW Podcast.